everybody, welcome back to another episode of Small Business 101 here on Arbeit.
Yes, and we actually have a video footage that we're going to roll of us coming up with this idea before this, right?
Yeah,
So
live debate. But we're talking about when you should can an idea, really, right? When is your business? When do you know if your business sucks, your business idea is terrible, and you should can it? We started talking about Shark Tank and all the businesses that go on there, that the investors say their business sucks and so on, and then we got into talking about ones that were great and ones that weren't great. So yeah,
let's sum this up. When do you stop pursuing an idea?
When it doesn't sell anything.
Okay.
So where you want it to be. I mean, it's all relative. That's really the most important thing. It's relative.
That was the takeaway from the discussion.
Yeah. Are you going to be a one-man show or one-girl show, and you're going to sell, and that's it, just you, right? If that's it, then what's your 200K in sales?
Yeah.
That's a great. So if that's what you want, then that's fine. If you want to be if you're trying to launch this huge product and you have all these investors investing millions of dollars, well, 200K in sales is when you should can it.
Yeah. So you're basically when the market rejects your idea.
Not when it rejects it. It's when what you're looking for isn't what you're getting.
So it's more about knowing yourself.
Knowing what you really want.
Out of this.
What is your definition of successful? That's all. What is your definition of a successful company? And that's it. Joe's friend Ryan runs.
He's been on.
Yeah, he was on here. He runs the Animate's t-shirt company, right? He's selling $300,000, $400,000 worth of clothing each year. He talked about this in the episode, so don't worry.
You could read my mind.
Yeah, but anyways,
Did
right?
you say that?
If Nike is selling that much in worth of clothing a year, they're going to close their doors.
Yeah.
Ryan is living the dream. He's loving it. He's doing great because it's just him.
Yeah, and he can work anywhere he wants in the world. Hopefully Ryan's watching this. He could go anywhere he wants in the world and work. He literally can do whatever he wants.
So
for Ryan, he's getting out what he wants, right? Like if you're Phil Knight and own Nike and have like 50,000 employees, or I don't know how many Nike has,
right?
$300,000, $400,000 in sales is closing your doors.
Right, but now obviously, how long do you give to get to that point? I mean, there's no magic number. It's just like, if you try to sell, if Ryan, for example, or anybody's starting to sell these products and it's just not working, and you're trying everything everything possible, and you're putting in the effort, and you're doing it, it's just not working, then I don't know, that's when you should give up. If it just keeps failing over and over and over again. But obviously, then you brought up another idea, right? What were you talking about, Jim's Steakout or something?
Yeah, I heard the guy who, tag him. The guy who founded Jim's Steakout started the same company like 3 or 4 times and it failed. Mm-hmm. And like on the 5th time it took off or something like that.
What did he change?
Well, for the record, Jim's Steakout is a chicken finger sub place in Buffalo.
I wonder what he changed the name.
I don't know. Maybe it was Bob's Steakout, I think, before it took off. But yeah, so literally, I mean, that's like a perfect example. I would have given up on like a 3rd attempt. I don't even know if I would have gone past like the 1st or 2nd attempt, right? The 3rd time, you're like, you know what? The 4th time, this baby's gonna take off. Here we go again. Like, yeah, I mean, it's...
I mean, at the end of there is no answer to the question. That's the problem. You can't answer it. It just depends. There's so many possibilities. There's the 0.01% outliers that maybe try it over 100 times.
Yeah, I mean, there's always those stories of like Abraham Lincoln's one of those, like failed every campaign he ever ran for except for like governor and then president or whatever it was. Right. So it's like, when do you give up?
Yeah, depends. If that's what you really want, then you keep going, I guess. And if you're okay with the sacrifices that it takes to get that, then you just keep going.
That's a great way to say that, right?
So,
Cool. What a great note to end it on.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, but are we ending it? I was gonna go.
You had more?
Keep going. Well, the Shark Tank thing, we can kind of talk about it.
Okay. Let's keep the camera rolling, baby.
So, if you're the type of business that's looking for like if a lot of people, right, they make their first company, they want people to give them money, blah blah blah. Just because someone denies you money doesn't mean your business is gonna fail.
That's a great point, right? Like. The idea you have may not be good for the investor you're going after, but it doesn't mean it's not a good idea.
It just not,
like we talk about like there's like Shark Tank every now and again they get like someone who like bakes pies for like a community, and it's like that business has a cap, right? You can only sell to your local area or whatever. Yeah. So a guy who like Kevin O'Leary, who's pulling in, I don't know, but hundreds of millions of dollars maybe, is not going to say, you know what, I could take this business from 50,000 to maybe $1 million in sales. That's not worth my time.
Right.
Because I could take a business from $2 million in sales with the same amount of effort to $50 million in sales. Yeah. So it's not a good investment for him, but then you might have a guy who's like local to Buffalo who's like, you know what, I love the concept of a $50,000 to $1 million a year business.
Yeah, or that lady running this bake shop that says, I would be living life if I was doing $1 million in sales.
Mhm.
So it's just like, it just boils down to the whole relative to what you're trying to get out of it thing. But that's all.
That's what we're ending it on.
So we're gonna loop in the live debate of this beforehand because I think that's interesting.
I apologize for any offensive
live
language.
action. But thanks for joining us. Subscribe below. Keep watching. See you next week.
See you next week.
The business that fails one might be good. I'm trying to think of that one.
I've been watching Shark Tank, like binging it. I'm obsessed with it now.
Big Shark Tank.
I'm obsessed with it. But all these people come in and they think they have like the best idea ever.
They tear them apart.
And
I
then
love those.
Kevin O'Leary's like,
Yep.
stop. He's like, this idea sucks.
Mr.
And
Wonderful.
everyone's like, stop being so mean. Because these two girls came in and they had an idea
What
for
was the idea?
jeans.
Yeah.
And they were like, our jeans are the best jeans. And he's like, you need to stop. Like,
See,
this is going nowhere.
that's an like.
But then I guarantee you that these two girls were like, well, F him, like, we're gonna keep doing it because it's our dream and our passion. And then they're probably gonna lose all this money and waste all their time. It's like, when do you know if an idea sucks and you just need to stop? and
Yeah,
do
but-
something else?
Do you know the guy who started gyms in Buffalo?
I-
Started the same company like 5 times and it failed. So he did the exact same concept and then like on the 6th time it took off.
Yeah, so,
When do you know if if it sucks is if no one buys it?
like, there's a difference between persevering, if you're making no money, like,
That's not a bad topic.
I don't know if you wanna have like an example.
Yeah, I mean, facts would be nice to have on this. I'm trying to think.
You ever see the Shark Tank with the beard trimmer?
Yeah,
This is
Yeah.
this is the stupidest idea ever.
some of them, I can't even believe they get on the show.
Well, they do it for like the comedic value to a certain extent. But that product has actually taken off. You see this? You take you wear a bib with 2 sticky things on the end, and you put it on the mirror, and then you shave your beard. It all
Yeah.
falls in there, and I think you can throw it down the toilet.
Yeah, you throw it on.
It's like the dumbest concept ever,
Yeah.
and I'm watching this. I'm like, that's so
That would
stupid.
be useful. I could see that because I hate when my mustache gets in the
My
sink.
husband gets some.
I was gonna say, Palms was like nodding over there, like that's a great idea, and her husband has a beard.
Buy one.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like some of them only choose to invest in it if it's relatable to them. Like last night I watched this
Well-
guy with hangers,
Yeah.
and he created like collapsible hangers, so when you pull on the shirt, just the hanger comes right off instead of stretching out your shirts.
Love
Everyone
that.
was
I need those.
okay, because everyone was like, that sucks, and Mark Cuban's like, oh my god, I do that to all my clothes.
I do that too.
So he
And I got a
does-
big head, so I stretch all my shirts out when I put them on.
Well,
I like Mark Cuban though, because he's always like, I'm gonna make you the official whatever, the
I don't like
Dallas
Mark
Maverick.
Cuban. He's my
You like Mark
least
Cuban?
favorite.
Who's your
Really?
favorite?
I like Lori.
I would say Lori's the nicest.
Lori's nice.
Lori's
I like
She's also
Robert.
smart. She's smart too.
But
Well, yeah, but
she
she's
never
also
gave me
she's
that.
also the nicest.
But so just because so if one of them doesn't invest in your business, I don't think it means that your business is.
No, there's been a,
Shark Tank effect. I googled it.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
soon as you appear on Shark Tank,
well, there's,
But not even that. Something like that beard thing. It's just like
well,
it's not. What do you? It might. It still can be successful. This person can make all this money,
you wanna talk about Shark Tank?
but
what about it?
it's just not an investable business because they want to make money. They want to make
Yeah.
a lot of money. They don't invest in things like that isn't going to turn into a freaking huge thing. They don't care if it.
Whereas
They don't
Mike
care if
Ricks-
it makes $1 million. But that guy that owns that company cares because he's going to make $1 million. To him is a ton. To them, it's like I don't want to invest in money that can only make $1 million.
That's actually the problem, right? There's been a lot of episodes where the business isn't scalable.
They say
Yeah.
you're only selling a product, not a business.
So it doesn't. But
Like
it,
something really specific that can't go anywhere else.
right. So if you want it, like there's. But that's I guess the.
Yes, there's a lot of people
misunderstanding.
making good livings on $3 million in sales.
Yes, if you could. Yeah.
But a guy who has
We do
50
through
million,
look, yeah, I mean, that's a ton of money, like,
Yeah.
for freaking selling beards, how many
Yeah.
people do you need to do that?
Well, like,
Selling
look at your
beard
buddy who
ponchos?
sells $300,000 in t-shirts.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah.
But the beauty of what he does is that he literally is like financially free, right? Like he can do whatever the fuck he wants to a certain
Yeah,
extent.
you don't
Yeah.
need to, if you're
And it's
a
like
one-man
300,000 in sales is not that much money.
No,
Well, yeah.
But
realistically,
yeah, I mean it's a lot of money for
For him, yeah.
for anyone, but like
shop. Alright, let's talk about this topic.
What's the topic?
We should have just filmed all that.
the camera was on.
Was it? Okay,
It's
good.
been filming.
Just turn that into the freaking show.
No, that's too choppy.
No, we can just do an intro now.
Podcast this morning that said the best blog posts are personal anecdotes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
What does that mean?
When you're when you're
Yeah. What's that mean?
when your topic's well is running dry, which I feel like mine is, like, 'cause my ideas suck.
Whoa, listen.
No, you said the
did-
education one sucks.
No. Hang on, time out. I will defend you on this one. What's a good idea, what he doesn't think is a good idea now, might be a good idea in 6 months from now.
They're just,
You gotta catch him in the right.
no, I just think they were boring a little, that's all.
Yeah, see, so.
I'm just sorry,
If I was like scrolling online and I saw some people talking about like if you should go to college or if you should not, I would watch that because that is
Me too.
important to me.
I would be like, I'm curious as to what people think about
Okay,
this
we can
debate.
do this. We can do both of these. We'll film
No,
two.
because if you're not interested in it, then it's not gonna be.
No, 'cause
I actually, you know what? I hate it. Sometimes he's wrong.
I'm wrong sometimes.
Sometimes Alex is wrong, guys.
I'm saying, I think it's a good idea, but I'm saying if it's not something you're interested in, those are the shows that are like,
No, we've done a lot of topics I'm not interested in.
I can get interested. I can,
You
right?
can make him talk.
I'll get passionate about it. But
Which is an episode we did, whether you can sell something you're not passionate about.
I'll sell it.
we did do that episode.